everybody, welcome back to Andyland. It's your girl Andy, and as you can tell by the title, we are going to be reviewing Huda Beauty's new faux filter concealers. So if you like to see my thoughts on these concealers, and I mean obviously my face turned out great, so you can kind of already guess, but if you would like to see my thoughts, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
So we are going to check out these concealers. I have two shades of the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealers. I have shade 6.7R Peanut Butter and 5.1N Caramel Corn. I also have these shades in the Overachiever concealers, but I definitely wanted to try the Luminous Matte because I do like the Overachiever concealers, but they are pretty thick. So it's kind of excited to see what she changed with these. Okay, so the products come in these frosted little tubes. There is a large curved doe foot applicator. As you know, I don't know if you know. Let me stop there. The original Overachiever concealer comes with a metal tip applicator, so that's a different change. There is no fragrance. I smelled them. Kind of just smells like makeup. It claims to be water, sweat, and transfer proof, and blendable, buildable, and to brighten and correct. So let's see. So I've already put foundation on my face. I used the foundation stick in Peanut Butter Cup by Huda Beauty, and I also used the Luminous Faux Filter foundation in 430 and Gingerbread. I had to mix them together because Gingerbread was a little too light for me, so I added in a little bit of the stick foundation to make it perfect. Just blend that out, and you can go ahead and try this concealer. I'm gonna try Peanut Butter first. That's the darker shade. So this is the shade, if you watch my other Huda Beauty video, that I used in the Overachiever concealer. So again, there's a doe foot. A pretty decent amount comes off on the doe foot. So let's see. I'm gonna start with one eye, just so I can kind of gauge a difference. I'm not sure if I should wait or blend it out. I really didn't watch anyone else do this, but I'm gonna take my setting brush from Real Techniques and I'm just gonna kind of blend out the edges and see. When did I become so hate myself so you can love me more? I need you to love me, love me, love me. Okay, it feels very lightweight. I think I probably need to go in with a little layer. Like I have a little bit of darkness peeking through, which honestly on a normal day I probably wouldn't even mind, but I just kind of want to see how it builds. I'm gonna also put some on the other side, so if you can see, like I have more, you can see my dark circles more on this side, but they're still peeking through. So I also want to see what happens if I let it sit a bit to get a little tacky, if it does get tacky. So let's try that. So taking peanut butter. Alright, I'm gonna let it sit. And apply it where I would normally apply my concealer. And apply a little bit more on this side. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit for like a few minutes just to get to see if it gets a little tacky. So I can get a bit of a fuller coverage, and then I want to see how this builds. So be right back. I probably should take a picture for my thumbnail, huh? Probably. So it's been sitting for a little bit, so I'm gonna blend it out starting with the middle of my face. Okay, yeah, that blends much better. Definitely more coverage than when I initially put this underneath my eye. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, that definitely covered up way better than that first layer. So letting it sit is key. With the Overachiever concealer, I don't have to let it sit because it's, again, a pretty thick, pretty full coverage concealer. This is not, so expecting them to do the same thing was kind of silly on my part, but definitely a beautiful finish. Even though I added that second layer, it doesn't feel heavy, so that's a nice sign. Take my sponge. Yeah. See? Not really any creasing either, so I kind of like that.
I can taste something bitter in the sweetness. There's an aching in my lungs 'cause I'm not breathing. I break myself to pieces, test my patience, craving just a little validation. When will I start feeling like I'm
Okay. So I definitely think that that side blended a lot better, being that I let it sit, so if you like a more muted face, you can stop here and sit. I kind of wanted a little bit brighter, which is why I'm excited I got caramel corn. So we could try to see how this would look a little bit brighter. So we could try to see how this would look a little brighter. I'm gonna go in with caramel corn just a tad bit underneath the eyes to highlight. Alright, that's really all I'm gonna put. And I'm going to let that sit while I contour my face. Alright, so it's been sitting for a little bit, and I'm going to blend out caramel corn. Yeah, I like that better. A lot better. And I'm happy I used a sponge instead of a brush just because of the lightness of the concealer, because it's not full coverage, so it's like I don't want to take away any of the product with my sponge.
So insecure, I hate myself so you can love me more. When did I become so dead?
Okay, before I set, I'm just gonna make sure everything is blended together. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Blondie. I absolutely love this powder, so since, you know, it's Huda, we might as well go on with Huda's powder.
I can taste something bitter in the sweetness. There's an aching in my lungs 'cause I'm not breathing.
So far so good. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then come back with my final thoughts. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I can honestly say that I am so happy I purchased these Faux Filter concealers. I got two. They are $29 a piece at Sephora. So if you guys think you're gonna go cop, let me know in the description box below and what shade you're getting and how you like them after you've tried them. I'm really excited to use these kind of also in my no makeup routine because they are so lightweight and they can sheer out pretty nicely. I kind of feel like this would be good for like a no makeup day where I just put on some concealer, a little bit of powder, and get out the house. I also would like to see how these work with some of my other foundations that aren't Huda Beauty. So I'll be using these and testing them out, and maybe I'll probably buy a few more to keep in my kit because I actually really do like the consistency of it and that doe foot applicator that's really nice and big, and I like how it curves. It just, I don't know, it just kind of felt really nice on the face. So let me know if you guys will be purchasing, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, support your girl, pretty please, become a part of the fam, hit that notification bell so you know when I post a new video, like this video, and thank you guys so much again for watching. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Break the mirror on my bedroom door.